Alright, I'm on hole number 18 of the American Classic Tournament. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division, and I really think there's an overpower hook shot out here. And now that I've seen it done in expert, if they can do it in expert, we might have a shot at doing it here, but I'm not sure where to set it up out here or where to even start. I would start with my ball guide. If I was practicing this shot, if you catch this hole in one-on-one, and the wind's it doesn't really matter which way the wind's going, as long as the wind is on somewhere on this side of the line, as long as you're not getting any headwind. Headwind's hard to fact because you're not with a max overpower hook, it's taking some of the power out, so you can't get a good read. So as long as you have forward moving wind, and even if it's side wind and it's just absolute pure side wind, I would take the wind out and I would start my ball guide up right along this line and do a max overpower hook from there with everything on it and see what happens. See where your land zone is out here. And if you catch this the first time, then it's super important to pay attention to what trajectory you're going in, because that'll tell you whether or not you need to move it out or move it in, or whether you need to take off some topspin, or what you need to do, or if it's even possible. But I think it is possible to get out there in rookie. But at this late date, I'm gonna, and I don't think we're getting these holes anymore so that we can practice them. So I think I'm stuck on. I'm gonna take a sniper. And I'm gonna take a Titan, and that's all I should need. So we're in the top 10 right now at 23. What was that, 26? That means I only picked up 2 around at the 26. Need to get an Albie on this hole. That's the thing, is you can come at this. Okay, here's the thing on this hole. You can come at this with a white ball, but unless you do the little rough bump right there and just dribble out, if you hit the green out there, you have to put so much topspin on it in order to get out there. And he didn't. I don't think he adjusted the wind out, so he's going to get way out there. And with that topspin, let's see if he doesn't roll off into the rough. That's the problem. So if you bring a bigger ball, it's not about getting more distance on that ball. It's that ball gets your red line far enough forward that you can actually stop on that pad easier. I want to be a couple rings off. And I want about a half a backspin. And that's going to put me about mid, so 3, 4. This is 2.1 per ring, so it's a little over a ring and a half. Probably about a ring and 3/4. Trying to hit it perfect. Trying to hit something perfect today. Great to the left. Great to the left. Great to the right. Great to the left. Great to the right. I haven't got into a perfect rhythm. That ball might go too far. It will. That's what I get. Nothing like getting on the last hole and having to recover. I think the good news is that from where I'm at out there, I can get on with the Nirvana. Maybe. I think you can. I think if you're in the back on this pad, in this fairway area, you can't. But I think if you're in the front, you can. We're going to find out. About 2 seconds. We can. So at this point, the whole goal is to not get greedy. I'm going to come out a little bit more so I can engage the curl and not have to worry about this rough area over here. So it's about 2 per ring, so it's about 2 1/4 rings. Hit it great on the inside. Should have a nice little putt. Nice putt. Didn't do anything strange. Didn't put the sand into play. Didn't take any risks. Didn't do nothing. Got myself back on track. Sometimes when you hit in those areas, you have a great shot. I mean, you have a really good look at it. You're just in the rough. But on a hole like this, where you've got to maneuver around stuff and there's a lot of stuff in the way, you can try and get greedy, or you can really go for it. But the deal is that it's more important when you have an issue. If you can just get back on track. Just get on the green, get your score, and don't end up doing what our opponent's doing, where you're struggling from one area to the next. Just get on. That's a long putt for me. I don't really like putts. I'd rather just get in the hole. Alright, that was hole number 18 of the American Classic Tournament. Let's see where I finished up. So, I'm shooting a 25. I picked up 3. Maybe 24. What did I shoot? Where am I? I think I dropped one from the 28, so I'm shooting a 27. So 27s are at the top. There's a bunch of 27s. Let's see what the separation is. Nothing. We're all sharing a position. 4 people at the top. Now here's the thing. Let's see, what did I shoot in my qualification round? I shot a 13. I shot a pretty good score in the 13 with the 13. So picked it up. Really 28 is what I'm looking at as being my minimum. I think you need to pick up 2 of the par 4s each turn. And that leaves you 2 with the other 2 par 4s. Hole number 3, you got an serious Albie shot. There's 4 shots you can pick up. I think it's hole number 7. That par 3 is definitely hole-in-oneable. There's another 2 more. So there's a lot of shots that you can pick up. That's what I'm saying in the weekend round. If you may be in a bracket like this where 128 wins the bracket, and you may be in a bracket where you got a 28 and a 32, a 29, a 30 wins the bracket. So it's all going to depend on the bracket that you get in. That's how wild the scores are going to be in this tournament. Alright, that was the American Classic Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.